Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Aurora. I haven't talked about them. I'm still way in the red, still upset with Aurora, but still holding. So, but this is why Aurora MJ down 39% drop is leading the MJ sector down on Friday, and it's probably my lowest one in the red. So. But the MJ sector stocks are trading down on Friday. This is actually last Friday, a couple days ago. Stock market wasn't open today, but happy Memorial Day to those that celebrated, had a barbecue, honored vets, whatever you did. But Aurora is leading the way after it plunged as much as 41%. Aurora shares were still down 38.8% at the time. Tilray, talked about them as well. Shares were down 3.6%, and Hexo, I've talked about them a lot, was down 5.3%. The plunge in Aurora shares comes at an existing shareholders react to a new round of financing that the company said it would bring $150 million to the company. Funding comes from the bought deal financing agreement with underwriters for 61.2 million units at a share price of $2.45 per share. The stock has only seen a level that low once this year, and once it represented a drop of 10% from the share price. When the deal was initially announced, the units also included one common share purchase warrant that will be exercisable at a price of $3.20 for a period of 36 months. Investors likely sensed some amount of desperation in the company doing the deal. After all, shares were trading at nearly $6 per share at the start of 2022. I would still be in red at that. I think one of my cost basis in my account since the reverse merger or split or whatever they did, reverse split, I'd have to look back. I think my cost basis is like $50-some. It's ridiculous. It's going to be forever before I get back. So I'm tempted to buy some at the lows and dollar cost average back into it, but I'm so in the red, I'm just letting it sit there. The shares will be used for general corporate purposes, so there doesn't seem to be any growth investments in mind for the funds. In fact, just over a week ago, the industry reported Aurora was closing some of its operating facilities. That includes the flagship Aurora Sky facility in Edmonton, Alberta. Company also has plans to sell Sun Greenhouse facility at 80% markdown from what it had invested. So, and just a shout out to my Canada listeners. So always good to see everybody listening in the States as well, but I do have a handful of Canadian listeners. So, but today drops in Tilray and Hexo. I've talked about them a lot here on the channel as well. Probably two of the most popular ones to talk about. Definitely got a decent return on Tilray. I think Hexo, I'm still in the red as well, but aren't just sympathy with Aurora. There was other news that the stocks in the sector under pressure today too. So Canopy Growth, I've talked about them, or CGC, reported its fourth quarter and fiscal year end 2022 results this morning. Tilray and Hexo began working together earlier this year with an aim to benefit both companies. Tilray agreed to acquire up to $211 million of senior secured convertible notes that Hexo previously issued. Two companies plan to enter into the mutually beneficial commercial agreements, including establishing a joint venture that would provide a shared cultivation and processing services to both companies. There's a noticeable difference in how Hexo raised the capital with future plans in place compared to the recent Aurora funding plan. Investors certainly are signaling disappointment in Aurora today. I've had disappointment with Aurora for probably the last year. So also maybe signaling they are no longer believe in its future. I've probably been there myself for about the last year. I'm not believing in their future. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with Aurora, but there's many other MJ stocks that I've got a decent return on, but Aurora's probably the worst. And then I would maybe say Huxo and Sundial's probably in there as well, but done videos on all of those numerous times. But this is one on Aurora, so if you're still buying Aurora, you can leave that in the comments. It used to be one of my favorites, and then I switched to Aurora, and that's been taken over by Tilray, so I still say High Tide is probably my best return. I've done numerous videos on that one as well, ticker HITI, but you can leave in the comments if you have Aurora, if you've bought any of it, and your cost basis. That would be interesting to know. I'm sure it makes mine look just horrible, but that's it for Aurora, and if there's any other videos out there you want me to do on your favorite stock, I'd be happy to do that as well. Just leave it in the comments. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.